All right, with this West 2 Facebook Live update, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tony Adolfi. We have hit the hump. It's hump day. It's also the final day of September, and that means that it's not too long from now that we get some fall-like weather headed back towards central Florida. Okay, let me take you back outside and introduce you to our newest HD weather cam. That is our Lake Eola cam shot right there. Jeff Neighbors, always good to have you there, my friend. Appreciate you popping on in. Catherine Harwick. Thanking me, I thank you for popping on in. Yvette Alvarez, good to have you there. We've got Maybell, Joseph Sinopoli, Mary Evans, Joyce Brown Long, La Fantasia Arroyo, little girl, long time no see. Where you been, man? We missed you. Good to have you, by the way. Let's get this shared over to a couple different pages. Happy Wednesday to you, Mary Evans. Appreciate you popping in. Debbie Murray. Kenny Riddle is back in the house. Melanie Melendez, Maria Sedani. A beautiful evening in Daytona. Pam Jaquez Lopez. Jean, 73. Trish, good to have you. Mike, Josh James, Downtown Terry Brown. I appreciate you guys popping in. Candy Fry, Uma Klitima. Where you been, girl? Pamela Jaquez Lopez, always a pleasure to have you in here. You know that. Ruthie Moorshed. Mel's, good to have you. Sarah Brown, what's up? Patty Brennan, you rock star. Don't forget my motto. Sharing is caring. The more people we can reach by you lovely folks sharing this Facebook Live feed, the more people we can put in the weather know. So who liked this cooler weather today? Bob, did you? Sammy the Bull, did you? Dennis O'Toole, great running weather indeed. Nicole, Zenringe, Lemion, Schneider, La Fantasia, I know, Ben Biz, miss you too. Genesis Evans, Jackie Hodder, Angelique, Voorhees, Tunison from Ormond Beach. Love and hearts and kisses back at you there, girl, Angelique. One more share before I rock and roll. Who else? We got Tanya, Elizabeth, Catherine, Dorothy, Trish, Belinda. Sammy has shared. Sammy, you are the rock star. Sherry Hoffman. Sherry's in the house. Genesis Evans, I missed you too. I'm glad you're back in here with us. Big T, what's up? Says Tim. Josh James, he's loving it. Yes, it's chilly. He says, love the cooler weather. Tony says, woo. Donna Lutomsky, love the cooler weather. All right, let's rock and roll, shake and bake. I've got this shared over to a couple different places. Today's high temperature and low temperature coming at you first. Let's do this thing. Booyah! It's going to be popping up here in a second. It's a little bit slow here tonight. Come on now. Come on, WSI. I know you guys can hear me. This guy, there we go. Lows this morning. Come on, pop in. There we go. It's 57 degrees. Up there in Ocala, 64 in Orlando. There we go. Beautiful weather today in Jacksonville. Yes, it was. Beautiful in many areas, in fact. Let's take a look at these highs. On the back side of this, ching-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Who else is just texting me? Launch forecast. Hey, Chief. Can we get a launch? Yes, launch forecast. Allie, you know it. I've got you, girl. Courtney, good to have you there. Rebecca Miller, absolutely. Lisa GV, good to have you there. Look at that. Look at this raucous crowd. You guys are rocking it. So, didn't even hit 80 today. Here's the reason why. Let's go ahead and load up on some weather knowledge here. Then before we get to the weekend changes and then the rain that is on the way for the weekend, especially by late Sunday and Monday. Listen to you and some Doobie Brothers, says Terry Brown. You're the best. Edna, I love you. Thank you. Jess, sir. Jess Arena, cool in Daytona. Yep. Hey, Tony, everyone, hope all the way. Catherine Chuparov. Gary Horns. What is your feeling about Gary, the models are not doing a good job handling the feature right now, but I think as we get through Thursday and Friday, it'll start to get a better handle on that. Evening to you, Geraldine. Jesse Flores, I live in North Carolina. Sally, Astor's in the house. You getting flooding up your way, Sally, along the river there? Hey, Tony, beautiful in New Smyrna Beach today. Yep, Abs, congratulations, says Mary. The launch is still a go. Yes, we're going to get to that here in a second. Here's a look at the current temperatures outside for you right now. We're in the 60s and low 70s. The 60s and low 70s. Let's take a look at that launch forecast here. Gerardo, what's up, says Sammy the Bull. Maribel from Ocala, good to have you there. Juan, good to have you there. Danielle, Flora, Haley, appreciate you. Ocala is back in the house, says Melissa Chapin. All right, Delta 4 heavy. 11:54, thick cloud rule will be in effect, but weather-wise, I think we're good to go. Carla Deem, Pearson's in the house. Jacob. Sally Anderson saying, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She likes the rocket launch. Oh, yeah. All right, tomorrow morning, here we go. 57 in Ocala, Alley. 61 DeLand, Leesburg. 63 Sanford. 64 in Orlando. Duval is in the house. JoJo Lovejoy. Got my windows opening. Yes. Bring more on, says Bill. Weather Canapolis, says Jesse Flores. Just nice. Hey, Tony, just made a cut. Yeah, Jojo Hernandez. I love me some coffee. Some strong coffee. All right, so that's tonight's lows. Golfers galore right now. This is the weather for that. Morning tea times, 65. Beautiful. Jessica Colley, good to have you there. Jay Kipp, name change. What? Jennifer Weatherby. Jay Webb, good to have you. Sally Anderson, hello. Tony and everybody. Maribel, Marilyn, good to have you there. Hey, from Atlanta says, Jenny Brown. Jenny, what you been up to, girl? Former weather intern here at Wedge 2. Let's go Yankees, says Jose Diaz. 84 for the afternoon rounds. Sweet Ginger Brown, that is fantastic. Love the updates. Tony sold 4 coats today. What? What kind of coats did you sell, by the way, Brian? Paisley, we love you too, Anita. Bring the coal, says Angel Aponte. There's Thursday front. Staying south and getting pushed to the south even more on Friday. Bring it. I'm doing good. Latifa, good to have you there. Diane O'Brien, good to have you there. I'm always drinking coffee whenever he's talking about coffee, says Marilyn. Edith. Marilyn, that's a beautiful thing. You make me feel, yes. Everybody give Jennifer Weatherby a warm, loving welcome to Jennifer Weatherby. Yeah, man. There we go. Tomorrow afternoon, 80 to 85 degrees. Nice and comfy. Not too much of humidity. Still pretty good. And could be a decent beach day up in Volusia and Flagler counties. Might be a few more clouds down in Brevard, but let's see what the cloud situation looks like in the morning. Go from there. Karen Michelle, good to have you there. Downtown Terry Brown, I think it certainly through Friday, changes start occurring on Saturday. You'll see that in the 7-day. Just checking in from Ocala. I love this weather. Chris Morano, upper 50s for you there. Big dog. Let's take a look at the changes as they roll in. No humidity, says Mary. Sally Anderson, welcome Jennifer. JC Barber, Erica Wynn, Crystal Elizabeth. Crystal clear. So there's our front. Lifting northward. Yas for the Fropa. Hallelujah. Jenny Brown. How do you like Atlanta, Jenny, by the way? There you go. So there's Sunday, front drifting back to the north. And how much do you miss Central Florida? Thanks, 21. Hazel Forrester, hi old friend from Jennifer Weatherby. So there's the front, little kinks, little waves of energy riding up and along it, meaning that we have the potential for some decent rainfall. And here's what we're talking about. European through Tuesdays going 1 to 2, maybe even 3 inches of rain. Loving it right here in Rockledge, says Erica. Christy Shreve in Somerville, loving it. Jennifer Barrett, have a great night. Yes, it does, Chris. NYC. Sharing is caring, says Erica. Win. The Winster. We've got a win. The Wininator. The weekend 2-box looking like this. There's Saturday versus Sunday. Could be a few thunderstorms in the picture there by Sunday afternoon. We'll watch that. Brian Dust. Brian, if you believe the Euro, the answer to that question is yes. If you believe the GFS, the answer to that is no. So let's head to the tropics. Let's see. There we go. So there's our tropical wave south of Kingston, and this is expected to move off towards the west-northwest. Let me see what the National Hurricane Center has just done here. Oh, it's got two disturbances now. Oh, snap. All right, so the first one now has a 70% chance of developing. We're going to fix that. And the second one has a 20% chance of developing. So there we go. So the Northwestern Caribbean is looking at 2 disturbances now. Let's back this up here and break this down for you. There's the first disturbance south of Kingston. The second disturbance there over the Windward Isles. So there you go. Tanya, it's still pretty good. So we'll have to watch that. We'll have to watch that very carefully. Tony for president. Tim, boy, I tell you what, that debate last night was something else, wasn't it? Yeah. Let's see here. So that is. There we go. Tony for president. There we go. Chris Morano. Do we have weather? It is going to warm up. So we have two little disturbances now. One south of Kingston, the other one there east of the Windward Isle. So that's the big change here. Let's take a look now at both the European and the GFS models, because I do want to show you the differences between the two. Now, somebody was talking about that cold front. Is it going to protect us? So here's what the GFS does. It brings in the front. There's the front. While that's going on, the front's coming in Saturday. And then there's the GFS. That little area near Cancun. That tries to lift northeastward and then gets held at bay because of that front that drops south. And then as we go through time, that energy just sits there and gets lifted into the northern Gulf by late next week. So that is a wet scenario setting up there if the GFS is right. Here's the European computer model, and notice what it does. It has a few disturbances there in the Caribbean, but they don't really do anything too significant. It's got a little piece of energy that rides over Florida into the North Carolina area and develops to the north, but it has that second front coming on in Monday and Tuesday and just kind of puts the kibosh on things there and then just sits there. So, and then there's another front, much powerful front there, coming in by late next week. So the European has a few features there, but doesn't develop anything. The GFS is trying to develop a few pieces of energy there through the next 7 to 10 days. So we're going to watch it. You know, this early in the stage, the issue here is that the models are just having a hard time seeing this particular feature and analyzing it. So that's a big deal. When you take a look at the water vapor channel here for the Caribbean, so you have that there. You have this big high, and what's essentially happening is this high is going to direct this moisture here to the north and west, but you can see a sharp cutoff here. And then with another front dropping in Friday and Saturday, it's going to be difficult for this moisture to kind of come in. Once that front departs, then something could latch on the tail end of that front, and that's where we can get into issues. That's why I was showing you this front right here and kind of hinting by Sunday that something could potentially come into the Gulf of Mexico. We'll have to wait and see. The GFS would allow for that to happen. The European, a little bit stronger, would not allow for that energy to kind of bounce up as quickly as the GFS is alluding to. But we'll see. So we've got one wave here, and we've got another wave here. This one's got a 20% chance of developing. This one now is a 70% chance for developing. So there we go. Melissa, Wiggy, good to have you there. John Hansen, there we go. Yeah. So there it is right there. And then now the water temperature. Somebody was asking about this. So if we start getting something developing, and we have a big stretch of warm water right there. And that's something that we're going to be watching carefully. By the way, the next named storm is going to be Gamma. You're welcome, Heather, Leah, Tim, Chris. Good to have you guys in here. Tony from Mount Dora, Robert Stokes. Good to have you there, Mr. Stokes. Don't forget my motto, folks. Sharing is caring. The more people we can get to share these Facebook Live feeds, the more people we can put in the Weather Know. And that's what this is all about. So there you have it. 7-day forecast goes as such. You'll see this pop in here momentarily. Alderica Barraria, good to have you there. Appreciate you. So there we go. Mimi Rodriguez. It was a circus, Jennifer, you're right. Let's see here. Grodzenka, good to have you there. Well, we're not saying a hurricane. That's kind of strong language right now there, Mary, but I'm glad you're paying attention. 84 Thursday and Friday. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we'll be watching that front and potentially some of that moisture down there coming up out of the Caribbean. Hey, Tony, we are karate. Yeah, wax on, wax off. You go, Kilo. We love that. Liz, you're going to get that warm weather back by next week, at least Tuesday through Friday. Good night and love to all, says Jennifer Weatherby. Jenny, right back at you there, young lady. Appreciate you popping in and saying hi. Good on John's Lake. Looks, yes, John, you're good to go. All right, let's talk the weather around the good old U.S. of A. As we try to give you a well-rounded weather presentation, not just local. Let's go ahead and clear the slate here. And you can see that we have big front here, another little front right in here, low here, and a low there, high pressure here, and high pressure up here. So this front is going to drop south and east, and hopefully keep this biz nasty at bay. So we've got two areas that we are watching. I'm going to watch this little flare up here, and then this flare up right here. There's your tail end of your front right there. So it is all of a sudden starting to get a little busy again here. And west coast of Africa, things starting to settle down here just a little bit, which is good. All right, so let's talk temperatures around the good old U.S. of A. Love October, says Nancy's. Diana Radner, Daytona's in the house. Look at Minneapolis, 52. Buffalo, 55. Bangor, Maine, coming in at 57. No snow in New York City just yet. Dina Androsoff, good to have you there. Somebody was asking if there's any snow on the snow map right now. None that we can see thus far. Anna, I don't know if I want that job. There's a lot of nonsense that goes on. Here's a look at Point Barrow, 33. Fort Ross, 28. Baker Lake, Iqaluit, all at freezing. Thompson, 39. Moose City, 41. Minneapolis at 52. Chicago, 60 and dropping. Washington, D.C., 65. Sacramento and Las Vegas in the 90s and 100s. So there you have it. There's a peak now at, I should probably get over here just a little bit more. There's a peak at Nassau in the Bahamas. Juanita Jimenez, good to have you. Thomas. Mary Richard, good to have you there. There it is. 84 in Belize City and Kingston. Whoa. Let's see. La Paz, 45. Victoria, Magout, Harrison. Ooh. Hope you're feeling better, Vicky. Or get well soon, I should say. Santiago, 54. Buenos Aires, 66. Punta Arenas, 34. There's Cape Town, 54. Italy, we're coming up on you. Luanda, 75. Niamey, 84. Khartoum, 88. Roma, coming in at 59. Rabat, Morocco. Mary. So there you go, Chris. Looking pretty good. Little cooler there in Rome. London's at 55. Berlin at 48. Oslo, Norway, up there in Scandinavia, coming in at 50. Moscow, 48. Ankara, 50. Baku, 57. Astana, coming in at 25. Surgut, 45. Irkumi, 39. Christine Nicole, you're most welcome. Pablo Maisonette. That's a nice map, says Leonardo. Nairobi. Anna, you know Nairobi? Let's see there. There's Bratsk, 28. Yakutsk, 39. Beijing, 57. Seoul, 66. Victoria, I'll have that answer for you in a second. Hong Kong, 79. Ho Chi Minh City, 79. Makassar, 82. Look at Perth, 66. You've been there. Wow, very cool. Brisbane, 73. Adelaide, 59. That's pre-COVID, of course, right, Anna? 57 in Hobart, and 59 in both Auckland and Christchurch. Oh, Pena. It certainly is. It certainly is. Taking a look at our weather map here, as you can see, most of the energy is down here across South Florida, Cuba, and as you can see in the Caribbean, I'll widen out that view with a different look here. Give you a peek at the Marna. Good to have you there. Silver Springs at 68. Kimberly George is loving the weather. Yes. Joan Rodriguez. Joan. Mary Evans, you are most welcome. So there, look, we got a couple little disturbances, one south of Kingston, another one coming towards the Windward Isles. Tiffany, Pat, the Patinator, the Patalina, the Pattymeister, Tony for president. End of November, actually, Chris. So there it is, little feature here showing a little pulsing up tonight in the Central Caribbean. So we're going to watch that as it works off towards the west. But the bottom line is we have some time to watch it. Here's a look at what we have now. 84 Thursday and Friday. Saturday, rain is on the increase later in the day. Diana Cormier. Tiffany, we'll have to watch early next week. The European computer model is keeping everything off to the west. Lee, Danny, good to have you there. The GFS is trying to develop something and brings it into the northern Gulf. So we'll have to wait and see how this all plays out. It is absolutely beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful this evening, says Lisa Michelle. Lily, you are absolutely correct on that statement there, young lady. You are welcome, Juan. South of Kingston looks scary. It's blowing up pretty good there. So we'll keep you posted. Again, plenty of time to watch that there. All right, gang. I'm going to rock and roll, ship on out. That kind of gives you a feel and a flavor of what's going on. I'll have an update tonight at 10 on the CW18, and of course again at 11 on West 2. Of course, I'll be here the rest of the week. No vacation time this week. So again, you guys stay safe, wear your masks, and thanks for popping in and saying hi. You're always a good group. See ya.